So friends, good afternoon. Vaidya Pulkit Baksit from Rajkot. Now we are starting this conversation. So today we'll discuss about skin disorders, particularly the concept of skin disorders according to the Ayurveda. Friends, I am telling you, I am a clinician, I am a practitioner. So it's my pleasure to share my clinical experience with you. That is the more I can say a positive side of this conversation today. Friends, when we are talking about skin disease, there is specific word for the skin has been used in Ayurveda, that is called tvaka. Tvaka means tvacha. Tvacha is one of the biggest organ of our body. And one more thing I would like to tell you, when we are talking about the skin disorders, I would like to tell you that there are lots of beauty care, skin care products are available. I am talking about some film stars, some models, they all the time, and right now all the young girls, young males, they are taking care of their beauty. That is called outer beauty. That is the reflection on your skin. But I would like to tell you, if you notice our superstar Amitabh Bachchan, who got infected with this coronavirus, COVID-19, right? If you notice the change on his face, on his skin, you definitely will notice that people are going towards the outer beauty. But when you are physically or mentally or emotionally, if there is some imbalance in your body, simple thing, you have done a lots of makeup and you are looking so beautiful, or a male is looking so handsome, not an issue. But if he is having headache, a little bit fever or anything stress, definitely it will reflect on your skin. But my motive to tell you that anything that is either is it physical or mental or emotional abnormality, that definitely is going to reflect on your skin, and that is what is a mirror reflection. Skin is a mirror reflection. So we want that we want to become all the time physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally fit, right? When all this gather, because in Ayurveda there is a definition of healthy person: Shama dosa samagnisa sama dhatu malakriya prasanna atmendriya mana swastha iti bhidiyate. So this is what I want to tell you. When everything is in balance, you are physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all the way you are balanced, then it will reflect positively on your skin too. And then there will be mixing of inner beauty with outer beauty. Otherwise, if you do lots of makeup or you lots of cosmetic you are using, and you just try to represent yourself, I am a fit, but your skin is definitely reflecting of your inner abnormality. So this is one of the best organ of our body that reflect everything of our physique, our mental status, our emotional status. And interesting, it is very interesting, I would like to tell you, as I am practicing since last 25 years, so this is my wide experience, and I would like to tell you, then when people suffering from skin disorders, particularly I am talking about any autoimmune disorders or any chronic disorders like eczema, lichen planus, or herpes zoster, or right now pemphigus vulgaris, right? They are going to the modern dermatologist. Now here I want to tell you, it is interesting that when it is discarded by the Western dermatologist, then they will come to us. And we noticed, though it was or it is discarded by the Western dermatologist, and they are coming for the Ayurvedic treatment, they are not only getting symptomatic relief, but in most of the cases they have been cured completely. And this is the strength of Ayurveda. That is what I would like to tell you, because most of the time students are in dilemma what to do after doing BAMS or after doing PG. Either I'm going for the GP or I'm going for the MD, further super speciality or further academic career, or I want to go to the clinical practice of Ayurveda. And that's a big dilemma right now, it's going on. So this is why by this session I would like to inspire you everyone that there is a sky is the limit if you go for the practice of Ayurveda. You must have at least 1 or 2 specialty and just stick to the specialty, become the master. Because right now what's going on in the Ayurvedic industry, that jack of all, master of none. That should not be done. You must be jack of all and master of one. You know everything, but at least you should be a master at least in one of the specialty. Either it is dermatology, either it is oncology, either it is proctology or anything, because right now there are lots of horizons is open. And after this COVID-19, particularly during this COVID-19, new horizons has been opened for Ayurveda. And that is why we all need to take this advantage of this scenario is going on, and we must join with our bandwagon to become a successful, to make a successful career in Ayurveda. So that is why I am practicing in dermatology. My wife Dr. Bhavna is practicing in oncology, and I want to encourage you, particularly the students who are watching this live with this session. I want to inspire you to become a successful Ayurvedic practitioner. Even you can become a good academician, not an issue. There is right now one more horizon is open due to COVID-19, that is research. Because now lots of clinical trials is going on for the medications of COVID-19 through Ayurveda. And Ayurveda is being proved very effective in the management of COVID-19 too. So that is why today we will discuss about skin disorders. So now all the skin disorders in Ayurveda has been mentioned under the label of Kushtha. And here all the 3 dosha, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, they are vitiated with the causative factors, and then further they vitiated 4 dhatus, particularly in skin disorder. That is Avartvaka, skin, Rakta means blood, Mans means muscles, and Lasika means lymph. And then this vitiated dosha and dhatus, these morbid dhatus, these groups of 7 factors produce all the varieties of Kushtha. So this is a manifestation. Now skin disease. Friends, I would like to tell you, I have visited more than 14 countries, and I often visited USA, Latin American countries, Europe, UK. Now I would like to tell you that skin disease are on the top list of work-related disease in the United States. All the published figure for the prevalence of skin diseases in developing countries, particularly I am talking about USA, UK, Europe, is range from 20 to 80%. You know how this skin disorders, the flare of skin disorder is increasing day to day. Even if you are continuously updating yourself with this COVID-19, you have found that there are few signs and symptoms has been observed on your skin. Some bruises, some skin rashes, some itching has also been taken place as one of the symptoms of COVID-19. So involvement of skin is everywhere, because when there is, I already told you, when there is any inner abnormality in your body, definitely it will reflect on your skin. Now it's also a distress to the patient. Why it is distress? Because the patient, those who are having a skin problem, they always think this is disfigurement, I'm not looking good, disability. They always feel that there is something lack in their body, reducing in the quality of life. also economically, because they are moving to one dermatologist to another, to another, to another all the time. They are just changing the prescription, not the treatment, right? And result is not. Even family, because I'm simply talking about a psoriasis patient who is suffering since last more than 5 years or 6 or 10 years. In my clinic also I observe that nobody want to listen that patient, because the family members, they are thinking that it's a common for him, because it's his problem forever. So they also don't want to listen. The same thing when they go to the dermatologist, they are just interested to prescribing the medicine, nothing else. They don't want to guide, they don't want to counsel the patient, right? They just prescribing the medicine, either it is steroid or methotrexate or whatever the thing is there. They just want to collect the consultation fee. That's the only thing. So this is a distress to the patient, and that's why patient is all the time depressed. Distress to the physician also, because there are lots of medicines available: antihistamine, methotrexate, steroids, antifungal, antibiotics. Lots of prescriptions and medicines are available, but they are still confusing what to do next. So this is a main thing. Being an Ayurvedic physician, we must need to know that when the patient of skin disease is coming up, we need to provide maximum time for the counseling, for the diet and lifestyle management, because that are very important to cure all these skin disorders. Because if you provide maximum, you spend maximum time with your patient, then definitely when he go out from your consultation room, 60 to 70% of his disorder disappear because of your attitude, because of your positive conversation with your patient. So that's what I want to share with you. This is my clinical experience with you, and that is what I am sharing with you all. Now I want to tell you the skin immune system, because when we are talking about psoriasis or we are talking about lichen planus, friends, I want to share you one more good thing, that there is one TV star, is very popular TV channel and very popular TV serial, and one of the popular character of that serial is right now under our treatment for very complicated skin disorders. He was started this skin disorder from the beginning of lockdown, and he consulted me in the month of May, and this is almost July. I would like to tell you, with our Ayurvedic treatment, diet and lifestyle management, he almost completely in the position of cure. Is all the lesions cleared, and he is going to start his shoot soon. And he was suffering from pemphigus vulgaris. It is one of the most complicated skin disorder and autoimmune disorder. So this is the strength of Ayurveda. That's what I would like to tell you. So now we want to know, the skin has an important role in host defense. That I tell you, when skin exposed to the new antigen, this activated antigen expressing Langerhans cell migrate from the skin to lymph nodes, and this activation of navy T cells is always important. T cells becomes memory T cells, and this accumulation in the skin in response to cutaneous injury. So this is a thing that we, as far as Ayurvedic physician, we must know the concept of Western dermatology also. I would like to tell you that when you are deciding to go for the practice in super specialty area, either you go for oncology, either you go for obesity, either you go for dermatology, we must at least have basic knowledge of Western science, because patient will come to you after they will go to the Western doctors, and then after the failure of their treatment, they will come to you. So this is the basic thing we need to know about skin disorders, right? Now I would like to tell you today what is epidemiology, pathophysiology, clinical presentation. I will describe something about psoriasis, because psoriasis is a complex disorder. All the symptoms, sign and symptoms of all other skin disorder has been you will find in psoriasis. So we'll go for some clinical things, some diagnosing, some managing psoriasis, and treatment. That is very important. So this is, in short, I'm going to discuss with you. So the meaning of psoriasis. The word psoriasis is derived from the Greek word psora and isis. Psora means itch or scale, itching and scaling, and isis means condition. So itchy and scaly condition, and there are lots of psoriasis patch on the skin, and later on if it becomes chronic, then there is a psoriatic arthritis is going to be there. So that is an inflammatory hyperplastic disease of skin characterized by erythema, elevated scaly plaques, chronic and relapsing condition. All the time it is relapsing. So today we will discuss about psoriasis, and it is described in Ayurveda as Eka Kushtha, Mandal Kushtha. There are lots of difference of opinion between our acharyas and experts, but I would like to tell you Eka Kushtha or Mandal Kushtha is the similar condition of psoriasis. Now what happened to the psoriasis? There is accelerator proliferation of keratinocytes as well as distributed cell maturation. Now in normal condition, that the epithelial cell proliferation is increased, resulting in a 12-fold shortening. Now normal cell turnover in our body of epidermis, it's 457 hours. You know, when skin cell replacing, the normal time is 457 hours, which is shortened in psoriasis by 37.5 hours. So very fast multiplication of skin cells that is taking place, and that's why when the patient is coming to my consultation, within 5 minutes we will find lots of skin scalings on the ground, on the floor. So this is a common characteristic of psoriasis. Itching is there, plaques are there, all the sign, dryness is there, burning is there, even sometimes bleeding is also there. So we'll find all the symptoms of eczema, lichen planus, or we can say urticaria. All the skin disorders symptoms you will find in psoriasis. So that's why I would like to share my expertise with you on the psoriasis. So normally the skin turnover time is 21 days, while in psoriasis it will just 2 to 5 days. Within 2 to 5 days it's multiply, and scale means it's removed from your, and there will be new skin cell is coming up. So now I would like to tell you something, the comparison according to Ayurveda and according to the modern science of psoriasis. So Eka Kushtha, there is a sign in Ayurvedic text that is called Matsya Sakalopam, scale like a fish. So here you will find raised macules, papules or plaques of erythema covered with silvery scales. Mahavastum, that is lesions are many time all over the body. Asvedanam means dries and rough skin, right? And Krishna Varna, raised erythemas, non-indurated thick lesion, and that is called rhupoid lesion. So this is, we can compare it how Eka Kushtha, we can correlate or compare it with the psoriasis. So there is itchy skin, there is sign and symptoms I would like to tell you. Itchy, dry and covered with silvery flaky skin, pink red in color, raised and thick, and sometimes in male and females, in genital part you will find some lesions, joint pain or aching, nail changes, and severe dandruff on scalp. These are the common signs and symptoms of psoriasis, right? Now I would like to tell you, when the patient is coming to you, if he is not diagnosed, almost 95 to 96% of patient they are coming to us with the psoriasis with the confirmed diagnosis from the Western dermatologists. But if you want to confirm if he is not going to the dermatologist and coming to you, then we need to confirm some diagnostic tools. We need to use some ideology, or that is called Yukti Vapasrai. There is one important sign that is called auspice sign. The complete removal of a scale produces pinpoint bleeding, that is called auspice sign. So when a patient with the sign and symptoms or plaques of psoriasis coming to you, and if you have doubt that you are not confirmed this is psoriasis or not, so what you can take this plaque, just remove it, because there is a dryness, it is easily removable. But when you remove it, there is a pinpoint bleeding is there, and that is called auspice sign, and that is the confirmative diagnostic procedure. Or one more diagnostic procedure is to go for biopsy. But most of the time we will notify psoriasis with simple taking history, observation and diet and lifestyle. You will definitely come to know that this is a psoriatic thing. Now I told you some triggering factors, because Ayurveda always believes that causative factors must be there. Without causating factor, there is no possibility of any disorder. If you are living comfortable life with all balanced diet and lifestyle, there is no possibility of any disorder in your body. So here common triggering factor, some infection like streptococcal. Particularly in COVID-19, there is a symptoms of bruises and itching. So here the virus, SARS virus for this corona is responsible for this symptom. Skin trauma, psychological stress is one of the killing factor for the psoriatic patient. Some drugs, some allopathy medicine, they are also drug-induced psoriasis is there. Sunburn, metabolic factors, some hormonal factors. So these are very triggering factors for the psoriasis patient, and these are also common for all other skin disorders also. Emotional stress is one of the very common triggering factor for all the skin disorders, because if you noticed, when you are treating these skin disorders, you will notify the patient is always under stress. Even I have noticed that after becoming the normal skin, if the patient is again switch over to the normal lifestyle with stress, then there is always a chance of recurrence. So these are the common triggering and provocation factors. Some drugs like beta blockers and any antidepressant medicine, NSAIDs, that is non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, some corticosteroid therapy withdrawal, alcohol, smoking, these are the provocation factor. Some risk factor, that is family history, viral and bacterial infection, particularly if psoriasis patient, if this is now going to be a new subject for the research, that I want to do this research that any psoriatic patient is infected with the psoriasis with the this COVID-19 or not, and after that what are the consequences has been come into their life. That is very important thing. Stress, obesity, smoking, these are the risk factor for the skin disorders too, right? Now the complication of the psoriatic patient that I would like to tell you, that all the psoriatic patient, they are feeling themselves, they are having a low self-esteem. Disease produce depression, stress, anxiety, social isolations. These are the common thing. If you take a proper history, if you get involved with the patient, you will find all these things in the patient. And most common complication of the psoriasis is psoriatic arthritis. Now we just need to go with the Ayurvedic causative factor, because Ayurveda has used the word as nidana for the causative factor and for the diagnostic purpose. So the word nidana carries two meanings. First is causative factors and second is diagnosis. So it is very important to know the cause of a disease. because if any disease where the cause is known, the treatment becomes very easy, right? It is in the light only that Chikitsa has been defined as Nidana Parivarjanam. So what is the line of treatment in Ayurveda when we are going to treat any disorder? First is Nidana Parivarjan, avoid causative factors. So our lifestyle, our diet, inappropriate food combination, that's I am going to tell you. So these are the common causative factors, that is the Nidana in Ayurveda. Now some Abhyantar Karana, some external Karana. So Abhyantar means internal factors, that 3 dosh and 4 dhatus getting vitiated with the causative factors. External factors is your diet, your lifestyle, vihar means lifestyle. Even Ayurveda believes the papa karma, if you have done something wrong in your current life or present life or in the past, that also reflect as a skin disorder or other disorder. In psoriasis, contact is not, because psoriasis is not a contagious disorder, but other skin disorders are contagious. So Sankraman, contact is also one of the causative factor. And Prakruti dosha, hereditary, if you are having a genetic predisposition or genetic history in your family, then that is also one of the causative factor for the skin disorders. Some common factors like suppression of natural earth, consumption of excessive amounts of drinks which are anactus and heavy to digest. According to Ayurveda, there are lots of these causative factors are there. And the 4 main causative factors according to Ayurveda, that is Viruddha, opposite diet. Mithya ahar, that is called improper diet. Mithya viha means improper lifestyle. And adrishta hetu, sometimes unknown cause. So these are the main causative factors. Now I want to tell you what is Viruddha ahar. Any diet which aggravates the doshas but does not eliminate them from the body is called contradictory food. If the contradictory food is consumed repeatedly, it puts load on your digestive fire, producing ama. So here again ama theory. This naturally can lead to any disease in the body, and this is also one of the causative factor for skin disease. So Viruddhahar, only Ayurveda is the science that all the time emphasize on your diet and Viruddhahar, contradictory food. Viruddhahar, or we can say incompatible diet, which harmful for health, the food which wrong in combination, right, which disturb the balance among the body elements. Viruddhahar is one of the unique concept in Ayurveda. There is no any other science they have emphasized on diet or ahar. So this is a Viruddhahar. Now it's a big list like Desh or place Viruddha, then I can say Matra or quantity Viruddha, Satma means wholesome Viruddha, Dosha Viruddha, Sanskar Viruddha, mode of preparation, then Virya Viruddha, Koshtha Viruddha, Avastha Viruddha, Krama Viruddha, sequence Viruddha. So this is a lots of big list. Parihar Viruddha, Upachara Viruddha, cooking in means Paka Viruddha, Samayoga means combination Viruddha, Hriday Viruddha, Shampad means richness of quality Viruddha, Vidhi means rules of eating. So these are the contradictory food. This is one of the causative factors. Then your lifestyle, stress, uneven lifestyle, uneven pattern of your lunch, dinner, breakfast, you are not taking a proper sleep at proper time, and some unknown hidden stress. These are the main causative factors for all the skin disorders. Particularly, I would like to emphasize that all the skin disorders, they are psychosomatic in nature. So we must need to correct the psychosomatic reason, and that's why we need to provide maximum time to the patient for the consultation and counseling. If you involved with your patient emotionally, then there is 70 to 80% chances of positive results. So this is my experience, what I would like to tell you. So all these causative factors, particularly in psoriasis, there is a dryness and scaling. So main 2 dosas are morbid, that is Vata and Kapha, but later on Pitta also involved. And these 3 dhatus, morbid dhatus, they again simultaneously provoke and induce effect on the four elements, that is Tvaka, Rakta, Maus and Lasika. These four dushya become morbid and lose their character. These provoked doshas settling themselves in the vitiated body elements, that is called Khavek Gunya Kara, and getting localized there and then vitiate further and produce Kushta. So this is a samprapti of Kushta. So here Nidana Sevan cause Prakopa of Tridosha, Vata, Pitta and Kapha, cause Sitilta in four dhatus simultaneously, and this Saptadravya reach to the Sitil Dhatu Tvaka, get seated there, cause Dushti of Tvaka and produce Kushta. So this is the samprapti of this psoriatic or skin disorder. Now little bit genetic factor I would like to tell you. The chances of developing psoriasis increase when an individual with defective genes is exposed to the factors, right? Disturb the Vata, that is neuroendocrine system, and Kapha, that is immune system. Now that result in deterioration and deficiency of the Oja, that is immune system. Disturb the metabolism and result in the production of Amavisha, that is auto antibodies in our body, that disturb the Rasa Dhatu and obstruct the Rasava Srotas and make the skin vulnerable. So this is genetic factor. Now more scientifically I want to elaborate this samprapti. So all that is followed by the following events: abnormal Vata and Kapha and the Amavisha, auto antibodies while circulating across the body affect already debilitated Vahir Tvaka, that is called epidermis, by the causative factors. Disturb the Sthanik Oja, means local defense, and Vata dosha, local nervous control. Bring about unprecedented fast Kosthanu Utpatti, means cell division, and the whole process of cell division is so fast that the normal cell multiplication taking place in 1 month takes place in just 4 to 5 days. So consequently, huge piles of non-keratinized cells, that is build up in the epidermis, along with this hyperactivity of the local Pitta, that is enzyme. So later on Pitta is also getting involved, result in the production of inflammatory substances that result in local inflammation, red patches, scales that itch severely. So this is a production of a Kusht, or we can say psoriasis. So those are here Kapha Dushti with increased Guru, Sthira and Mruduguna. Vata Dushti with increased Chala, Ruksha and Kharaguna. Agni, that is Agnimand and Visham with the production of Amavisha. Strotar Dushti, primary Rasava Srota take place followed by involvement of other Srota. Dushya, primarily Rasadhatu, Tvacha are involved followed by the involvement of other Dhatus and Upadhatus, and Oja, that is the root cause of all abnormalities. So now psoriasis in Ayurveda, that is I told you Mandal Kushta, Eka Kushta, Kitiba, Vata, Pitta and Kapha effective disorder. Prajak Pitta later on involved. Now I would like to tell you there are 6 types of this psoriasis: chronic plaque psoriasis, gutted psoriasis, flexural psoriasis, erythrodermic psoriasis, pustular psoriasis, some local form like palmoplantar, scalp and nail psoriasis. So we definitely need to know which kind of psoriasis is there, and accordingly we need to plan the treatment. So now switching over to the treatment. Friends, I have lots of pictures, but I will send all my slide to the principal, Dr. Neeraj Bhai, and he will share all the details with you, so you will get to know about all these things. Now when we are planning to go toward the treatment, we also need to know the differential diagnosis, because there are so many disorders, they are similar to psoriasis like tinea, eczema, pityriasis rosea, drug eruption, secondary syphilis, then lichen planus, then seborrheic dermatitis, atopic dermatitis. There are lots of skin disorders. So we need to do the differential diagnosis also. If we have any doubt, then we need to confirm the diagnosis. Now I would like to tell you the line of treatment. So I am here want to tell you that journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. So to treat skin disorders, because most of the time, particularly if we are doing Ayurvedic practice, patient will come after the failure of multiple dermatologist treatment. So there is a big file, lots of investigations are there, lots of number of drugs, number of medicines are there, and we need to identify, because when patients are coming to us, if patient was switched onto the methotrexate or some oral retinoids, there are lots of side effects of these medicines. Sometimes liver damage, sometimes kidney damage. There are lots of side effects of this medicine. So before starting our treatment, we need to work out on the side effects of the medicine they consumed, and we need to explain the patient about the side effects of that medicine. If you don't explain the side effects of this medicine and you start your own treatment, and if patient go for liver profile, or if patient is go for the renal profile, and if there is any abnormality, there is a chance of blame that it is due to Ayurvedic treatment. So we need to clarify, we need to explain before starting the treatment. We also need to go for liver profile, we need to go for renal profile, and then we need to start, because there are lots of side effects of this medicine, and particularly the behavior of the patient is very sometimes stringent with you, because they're tired with all the treatment and there is no result they found. So these are the things we need to clarify with the patient before starting. And I want to tell you, there are topical applications are available, creams and ointments and lotions, some oral treatments like methotrexate, cyclosporin, acetyltraline, oral antibiotics, antihistamines, steroids. So these are the multiple treatment options patients are taking before they are coming to us. So we need to understand all these things, what the drug specifically the patient has taken, and then we need to plan. Abhilasha Kapil Yevle, please suggest some treatment of urticaria. So urticaria, it is Shita Pitta. Again, we can go for the cleansing Shodhan Chikitsa, particularly Virechan treatment is very effective for the urticaria management. So when we will go to this line of treatment of the psoriasis, then we will discuss about all these things. So there are all these medicines, if the patient is went through or gone through, then there is a possibility that because of the side effects, if we start it without explaining, then they will blame us. So be careful, friends, before starting all this treatment. Kindly explain all these pros and cons and then start your treatment. So we have lots of patient treated successfully, and we have established one treatment protocol that is called complete skin detoxification treatment. So here Puna Shodhan, purification in the form of Vavan, Virechan, Rakta Mokshan. That's what we are planning to all the skin disorder patients, and that is a very proven and effective way of the skin disease management. So only one Chikitsa Sutra I would like to tell you, that is Puna Shodhan. Go for purification again and again, either in the form of Virechan or Rakta Mokshan. Even sometimes the patient is not able to come, particularly in the lockdown condition. We have induced lots of Sadhya Virechan to the patient of psoriasis and all skin disorders, and we got excellent result. So the complete skin detoxification treatment is our line of treatment. So Ayurvedic management of psoriasis is deep rooted in Saptadhatu, internal cleansing of the body is the first step. So Panchakarma treatment is one of the best line of treatment. Balancing dosa and tissue nourishment, enhancing immune system to fight the disease, some external application, some immunomodulators, So these are the best line of treatment, and that's what we are doing, and we have get excellent result. I would like to share one patient history with you. I have one patient from Spain, Mr. Antonio. He was suffering from psoriasis, and he was having a plaque psoriasis since last 18 years. In 2014, he came to the Atharva for the first time for the Panchakarma treatment. He stayed with us for 21 days. He went through Virachan treatment, he went through Rakta Mokshan treatment, all the 21 days. With we also treated his psychosomatic stress with yoga, meditation, Shirodhara, and on the 21st day he was so pleased. He came here for the 3 times more. Since last 2 years he is asymptomatic, disease-free survival is there. I was there in the October. I spent 2 days with him at Madrid, and he is so pleased. Even yesterday I just received his message. He is fine. Still he is consuming some of our herbs, and after starting this international transportation we will send some herbs to him. So I would like to tell you that there is always a chance of recurrence of skin disorders, but if we explain the pros and cons, we explain the correct diet and lifestyle medicine, because diet and lifestyle is one of the most important factor. And although I would like to tell you stress management, counseling to the patient, these are the very important tool to the management of skin disorders. Either it is eczema, either it is lichen planus, either it is urticaria. Simple disorders also require lots of attention, because there is always a chance of recurrence. So when they are coming to Ayurveda, they are having a lots of hope for the treatment and for the positive cure. So friends, again I would like to tell you that one Chikitsa Sutra, that is Punah Shodhan. At least go for Sadhya Virachan by every 2 or 3 months. You will definitely get excellent result. Either it is psoriasis, lichen planus, herpes zoster, or that is what I tell you that the TV star is suffering from. Just forget the name. So these are the skin disorders. Patients are coming to us for the treatment. We are planning Panchakarma Chikitsa. We are giving them counseling. We are explaining the diet and lifestyle. We are explaining them stress management. We are explaining the pros and cons. We are explaining the recurrence of the disorder, because if they will do a little mistake, there is always a chance of recurrence. So be careful. We must have long-term vision. It is not that they are coming for the 15 days treatment and they are symptomatic, getting relief, and then our duty is over. No. We must explain that, do continue at least for 6 months or 1 year, then follow the diet, lifestyle and stress management for the long term, then definitely is going to be useful. And after following this diet and lifestyle throughout the life, there is a chance of recurrence is always going very less. Friends, we have developed some herbs, that is a Sorotel powder, a Soro capsule, Soro cream. We have conducted clinical trials of this all our formulation, and it's proven very effective. So our line of treatment is, first is diet, lifestyle, Nidana Parivarjanam, that is the main 2 causative factors. Stress management is also third Nidana Parivarjanam. Then we are going for the detoxification or purification treatment in the form of Vaman, Virachan, Rakta Mokshan, right? And then we are giving them some good herbs, some immunomodulator, some stress management herbs like Brahmi, Shankapushpi, Ashwagandha is also one of the good immunomodulator and anti-stress. So this is our line of treatment, but important tool is the diet, lifestyle management and counseling to the patient, and this is very important. I would like to disclose my formulation, what we are having in Sorotel, that is Manchista, Rubia cordifolia, Anantmul means Hemidesmus indicus, Haridrakhand, Sonamukhi, that is a laxative. So Punah Shodhan, my motive is to go for the Shodhan, Haritaki, Nimb, Ashwagandha, Guduchi, Chopchini, Brahmi and Shankpushpi. So this is my formulation, that is we have prepared, and that is called Sorotel. and a Soro capsule, all the abstract of these herbs has been included. We have prepared one important thing, that is Soro cream, and people want to know particularly that what is the external application for the dry skin to moisturize the skin, because in lichen planus, in eczema, in psoriasis, the most common problem is dry skin, and what is the best oil to the apply. So I would like to tell you, virgin coconut oil is one of the best external application. It's one of the best natural moisturizer, and I would like to emphasize because it contains anti-inflammatory properties, and that is called medium chain fatty acids, that is MCFA, in this virgin coconut oil, that penetrate to the skin connective tissues where they reduce the cellular inflammation. And this MCFA in coconut oil also increase blood flow to the skin by improving blood vessel function. Finally, this MCFA destroys these free radicals, that is called AMA or Twachagat AMA, and make your skin glow and normal. So external application, virgin coconut oil is one of the best external application in the form of natural moisturizer. So friends, I think more than 1 hour is there. I have described you about psoriasis management. All the symptoms of other skin disorders has been there in the psoriasis. That's why I decided to discuss with you about psoriasis. I have discussed about all the causative factors, Samprapti, then treatment Nidana Parivarjanam, Samprapti Vigatan, purification treatment, herbs what we are using, how we are giving them counseling, how we are providing them the best solution with diet, lifestyle and stress management. I hope that this session is definitely going to be useful to you. I will share all my slide with Principal Dr. Neeraj Bhai, so you will find all the details of this session. I hope you all enjoyed this session. I am again would like to tell thank you Dr. Neeraj Bhai and entire team of this Muralidhar Ayurvedic College for this session, inviting me to share my expertise with you all. And my motive is to inspire you all, because you are a budding doctor, you are coming as an Ayurvedic physician in future. I just want to tell you that just stick to the basic, just make a goal of your life that I want to be in the field of Ayurveda. I don't want to go for any allopathy practice. I am quite satisfied with my career because I started at GP as GP, and now I am practicing as an international Ayurvedic physician. My journey of 25 years, after 25 years I am feeling that I am the winner of Rashtrapati Award, because I have treated so many patients successfully and I am getting the blessings from my patients, and that blessings, I can say I don't have any words to express my gratitude to my patients, those who are having trust on Ayurveda. Because of Ayurveda they are coming to me. So Ayurveda is having this potential. Yes, I will share something about my experience. So when I started my career as a GP, because when I was studying, we don't have any role model, because 95% of the students of Ayurveda, they were coming into the Ayurvedic because they want to do just general practice as allopathic practitioner. But I also started the same way, but then U-turn in my career, and I started as an Ayurvedic physician, because I started my GP for 7 years as my father is general practitioner. But after switching over to the 7 years GP, it was quite difficult for me to switch over to Ayurveda. But I prepare myself with self-confidence, with the vision. And when we started, there was no social media, no internet was there. There was internet, but not like the media like WhatsApp or Facebook or like that. So I used to use this platform of internet I just made myself to get enough to use this technology. And when in 2007 we started this Atharva Ayurved, Atharva Rajkot, we have our website, we have our Facebook page, and now I have visited more than 14 countries. Due to lockdown and this COVID condition, because in this particular June, July, I was supposed to be at Argentina, Brazil, Canada and USA. My 4 countries visit was planned, but due to this COVID-19 it's cancelled. Now it will start in January. So Ayurveda has given me everything, all the blessings of Lord Dhanvantari and blessings of my patients. I am here. So this is an inspirational story I would like to tell with you. And I would like to emphasize all of you to be in touch with good Ayurvedic practitioner. Always learn from them, always be in touch and communicate with them, attend conferences, seminars, practical seminars. That is very important, because theory is available everywhere, but we require practical approach to treat the patient, because after all the end user of Ayurveda is who? It's our patient. So it's our duty to reach to our patient with our Ayurveda and convince them that Ayurveda is also having the potential and more potential than allopathy medicine. Even in this COVID-19, we found that the recovery rate has been increased after implementation of Ayurvedic treatment. And you will also know that from mild to moderate patient of COVID-19, they are just treating with Ayurvedic. In last week I have treated 7 COVID-19 positive patients. They all are negative with just Ayurvedic treatment. So this is the strength of Ayurveda. And even 1 or 2 doctors in my group, they have treated the patient those who are on the ventilator and critically ill, and they recovered from the ventilator. So this is the strength of Ayurveda. So that's why I would like to inspire you to stick to the Ayurvedic practice, make your career in Ayurveda, because there is the sky is the limit. Just go ahead with the blessings of Lord Dhanvantari. You are having a good educational academic staff in the college. So try to learn from them and prepare yourself as successful clinical Ayurvedic practitioner. That's it from me. Jai Dhanvantari. Thank you all for watching me. We'll soon meet with some practical things again. How to establish Ayurvedic practice if time allows us. We'll go with that session, how to start and how to establish your Ayurvedic practice. So, Namaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Dhanvantari.